Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Greetings everybody. So guys, let's take a look at the euro currency again, and we'll try as usual create the trading plan for the beginning of the next week. In general, this is the first research in the current year, and as usual, following our tradition, we have calculated in the weekly research the yearly pivot points and support, resistance, and as you can see on this chart, that very significant level, the yearly pivot point stands very close to the current price action, just about the 100 pips below the current price, and it stands at 134.75. The pivot point, yearly pivot point of the previous week has played very well. So if you remember, in the summer, it has held the market around 128, 129 area. That was particularly the yearly pivot point of the 2013, and market has bounced up from it and has finished the year right at the yearly pivot resistance one. So an area around 138 was particularly the yearly pivot resistance one. Appearing of the yearly pivot point that stands slightly lower than the current price action gives additional points to the possible downward continuation, because we know that the pivot point, especially yearly pivot point, is really a significant magnet for the prices of any asset, and we know that market gravitates to hit the pivot points within the period. And as the yearly pivot point stands just 100 pips below, it's really very close. At the same time, another signs of the weakness that I see currently on the euro currency is this really fast move down. Recall that this area around these lows was the daily confluence support, and in fact market has passed through this confluence support without any respect. That points on the real weakness of the market, and the candles itself are really significant. So market open on the high, close on the low. It's really fast move down. Also we have the bearish divergence here. By taking a look on the weekly time frame, we see that trend has shifted bearish there as well. So in general now, at least in the short-term perspective, the downward continuation looks more probable, and it has more value than the possible reversal to the upside. In the longer term perspective, we could say that a reversal will be confirmed if market will move below 133, but it's a bit extended view. If you are interested with it, you could read it in our weekly research and update that I have posted on the forum. So this is just the daily video research where we usually discuss the perspectives of the coming week. So at the same time, market, as you can see, has hit the weekly pivot monthly pivot support 1 and 50% support, major 50% support fib level. So some bounce could happen to the upside, some retracement, that will be normal. The destination point, as I said, could stand around significant resistance cluster, support cluster. That will be, as I said, yearly pivot point, yearly pivot point, weekly pivot support 1 is right here. And take a look, daily oversold, that stands in agreement with the major 618 support around 135.23. So the area between 134.75, 135.20 area is really the possible short-term destination of the market. Currently, I do not see any bullish signs at all here, so it's very difficult to discuss the possibility of upward reversal or some action in this direction. So that's why currently I still think that after some bounce, the continuation down will follow, and the destination point is right here. On the 4-hour time frame chart, we see one significant detail here. So you can see that market has not quite reached the 1618 extension of this A, B, C top pattern. So that was the 100% extension, and we correctly suggested that as market has shown really significant plunge right to the target, after minor retracement, market will continue to move lower, and that has happened. But you can see that market hasn't quite reached it. So depending on in what manner the next week will start, it could put the impact on possible retracement. So if retracement will start somewhere from this area and market will not reach the 1618 extension, then I suspect that retracement will be smaller. And the more suitable level for that retracement stands right here. That is the 136.70 area, the Fib resistance, and take a look, weekly pivot point of the coming week. But if market, for instance, will open lower, hit this 1618, or it will continue move slightly lower and hit this target, in this case retracement probably could be more significant. And in this case, I can't exclude that market will even reach the conference resistance 137-137.30 area, somewhere in between these levels. Also take a look, that was very close to the weekly pivot resistance 1 and monthly pivot point. So that will be really significant resistance cluster. Market should anyway hold below these areas if the bearish ambitions are still intact. So also take a look that 37.30 area is approximately the 50% major 50% of the whole move down. So that's the levels that euro currency likes very much. So when speaking about the 50% levels, well, that's our trading plan for the beginning of the week. So first, right at the open, watch where market will open. If market will open right on target, then be prepared for a bit deeper retracement, maybe somewhere to an area between around 137.30 area. If market will start retracement prior, it will hit the 1618. In this case, retracement could finish right here. Depending on what market will show us with this retracement, maybe some sort of the ABCD, maybe some pattern will be formed here. Be ready for taking the short position with the target around 134.75, 135 area. The resistance support cluster around the yearly pivot point.